Hey, there we go. Hey, don't mind me. Yes, hello, welcome. It's another fire stream. I totally didn't just botch that microphone at least 3 or 4 times. Plugs are hard. We have no one. Hello, no one. And we are ready for another fire stream on the Saturday night. And I have literally nothing to talk about tonight. The stream's title was well earned. Entirely and utterly pointless. No, I don't want that. So, don't blame me. Blame everyone else for a boring stream because nothing is going to happen. Absolutely nothing. Slowly. Let's see. I'm going to try to find something to talk about at least. Apart from the normal fire updates that accompany every week's stream. A little surprised no one showed up yet. Usually Snapped is on top of things. I'm sure he'll be around soon. And if not, then I'll just shout at him. See, I have a couple new additions to the quotes list and the copy-paste list. Perhaps I'll wait until someone's around to hear that. Yeah, still haven't seen Haley. No one's surprised. And, still haven't called that Wrestling Academy, so absolutely nothing happened this week. I was just working. And working hard. I fully understand that what I'm doing right now is going to entirely cripple my computer for a moment, so forgive momentary rockiness. It's not like anyone's actually listening to this, but I don't know if it'll show up on the VOD or not. Hi, Mark. Or from the past. Hi, Mark. 6:38 p.m. November 4th, 2017. I say to you, hello. Boom. From the past. I'm like a time traveler. I guess I can read off those additions to the lists while we wait. Again, I would rather like an audience. Doing my best to get some people in here, guys. Well, not guys, just guy. Mark. It always starts off this way, Mark. You should know just to not expect anything for the first, 5 minutes. Oh, Snap's not around. That's a problem. That is a rather titanic problem because Mark isn't going to show up. At least not live. And the Ukrainians are busy. So I'm now streaming to literally no one with nothing to talk about. Fantastico. Let me sing y'all a little song. Or maybe I'll start reading spooky, scary stories. Make you all feel bad that you missed it. Oh, great. Now the stream is shouting at me that it's not working, but it is. I don't know why it's not happy. 0 watching now. Woo! .90 by 614, so it's freaking out about resolution? Oh, Snapped is around. Hi, Snapped. Thanks for showing up. Haven't been going long. 8 minutes. Haven't have some new additions to your most beloved lists that I would like to read off. But other than that, I'm not packing anything tonight, so feel free to throw in whatever you want for me to talk about. Let's see, there. Trying to fix the stream. I don't know why it's shouting at me, but apparently it's not doing so well. Where's the advanced page? Stream options. Low latency. Alright. Snap says it's good. I'm going to take his word for it. Maybe it's in here. That might be screwing with it. There we go. So hopefully I will appease the system by that little change that I just made. And we can continue on. So, hi there, Snapped. How's it been going, man? It's been a slow week for me. But we got Birdhead Rock on, so all is well. And I fear it might just be us two on this grand voyage of lost time. Ditch digging is hard work. Yes, I would be inclined to agree with that, Snapped. I have dug exactly 4 ditches in my time, and I think that's 3 more than I needed. It's not fun. So I feel you there. I wonder if this song will get me dinked for copyright. If I have to ask myself that question, that's probably no. Especially when it's in a creek. Yeah, that's not fun. I mean, it was hard enough doing it on normal land. I mean, I was doing it on the side of a hill, but... Ooh. Creek with water in it, well, of course. That I have to drain. Yep. The lament of the snapped skydiver. Digging a hole. Do that and that. There we go. With a bucket. Oh, come on. Drain a creek with a bucket. And digging a ditch. Boy. Is this something that you've put yourself to, or are you working? That's not a fun time. Let's see, the screen's gonna go black for just a second, don't freak out. That, there, do this, like that. Okay. Just wanted to try something. Back to Rock on Birdman. Yard work. Fixing the other driveway. Ah. Well, that's even worse. Pipe needs to be laid in there for drainage reasons, and the creek has filled in. That just sounds like a total fiasco, really. State used to make prisoners dig it out, but that ended a long time ago. Yeah, I would think so. This has just become the lamentation of a ditch-digging maniac. Dead air time. We've already hit the wall. Let's see what I can do to save it. 14 minutes in. See, what can I read? That's redacted. That's mostly redacted. That's 100% redacted. No one really cares about that. I mean, I guess I could do my song recommendations. Because apparently I'm a music freak. This I did not know until fairly recently. Oh, we have some more. Pulled a giant piece of porcelain out of the mud about 2 feet down. Someone blew up a toilet long ago. From New York to Paris. I've also started to quote song lyrics down in the stream descriptions. Started that last week. Howling Void Fenrir, Bastet. Yeah, why not? That's the song that I've been listening to all week. That has been the 5 minutes of music that has carried me through unending hours of work. So, the song Facing Dawn by Anubis Gate. That is Anubis Gate, Facing Dawn. Some good stuff. It's actually a fairly good album. And I don't know why that became my work anthem for the week, but it did, and it worked well. Along with the bipolar remix of Hold Your Color by Pendulum. But I mean, that song's been with me for a long time now. It's a great dance song, great work song. Dawn of Oblivion, Lucifer. Found another one. Let's see, what else? I've been searching throughout all this town. I've got the hookups with all of the music places around town, and I have a special guy named Weedhead Jeff that I go to get most of my music now. But he does not have what I've been looking for. I've been looking for 3 specific albums, and I have not been able to find any of them. It's really starting to bug me. I've been at it for a couple weeks. I know I could just order them online, but the fun of the hunt is really a part of it. So those 3 albums: Audio Slave, Revelations, From One by Raw, and The Nightfly by Donald Fagen. Apparently can't find any of them in this town. Every single music place that I have on my list. Not a single copier. Remember to change your clocks. Yes, snapped. I already have. They're all electronic anyway. I am so happy we get an hour back this time. Because I cannot sleep for the absolute life of me. And this extra hour is probably going to save my life. Oh. I've been terrible with work this week because I've been running on like 5 hours sleep each night. Which to most people probably sounds like a lot. Or some people sounds like a lot, probably not most. I have no idea what I'm saying. Been very tepidly investigating the scene of D&D, or not really D&D, but just any tabletop pen and paper RPGs. Starting to have a bit of an interest. Fascinated by the possibilities of it. And I've been reading through all of the greatest stories. Of course, revisiting the legendary Old Man Henderson, which is one of my favorite things on the internet. The Ballad of Edgardo. All the classics. Let's see, what else do I have here? Cosmic Brownie Shakes is pretty good. That's not something that I can say out loud. There we are. And the very pretty I found in Reno, Nevada, 3500 BMW R1150 GS, exactly the kind of motorcycle I want. It looks pretty good. And I have some family down there. I have a couple of family members that travel down there all the time. So maybe I'll be bringing home myself a pretty German motorcycle next time I come back up here. Or next time I go back down there, I should say. Yeah, it's got the big boxes on the side and everything. Like it. Listed for a month, so it seems not a whole lot of people are going at it. Snapped. Working on a 75 Honda CL 125. Nice. Are you into hair metal? Man, hair metal is my sweet spot. Like, across the spectrum of music that I love, hair metal pretty much falls in the exact middle. You know that. You know that you know how much of a good time I was having with the soundtrack to Shocker. Hair metal, glam metal, anything you got around there. And I made it through about an hour and a half of the 10-hour Spooky Scary Skeleton remix. That was concerning. Only vaguely remember that. Alright. Not a whole lot of people remember the kind of stuff that I do. Sign on to Steam. No, I don't want to. Alright, Snap. I'm going to sign on to Steam, but be aware this is going to hurt the stream for a little while. Calm yourself. Bring yourself to a good zen place, computer. Don't explode. Don't crash. Come now. The two new quotes, while I'm doing this, the two new quotes added to the quotes list in the past week was Batman duking it out with black people for control of the universe. That was said by me. And from 2007, Kamerhill gives us this classic. I haven't killed anyone with a chicken yet, but I'm working on it. So there you go. Enjoy that little momentary distraction while I figure out what Snapped so vehemently wants me to see. I have no new messages. Come now, Snapped. Gabin Y, yeah. It's bad. Very bad. Alright, I'm here, Snap. Give it to me. Oh, yes! So I missed the Halloween sale on Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it seems that it has come back on sale for the same price, so happy about that. Gonna mute the desktop audio so I don't get dinked. Taken out by a Russian hitman or something. What do you got, Snapped? I looked at the specifications for Flight Simulator X. My computer technically doesn't meet them, but it's under the specs for American Truck Simulator, which my computer also technically shouldn't run, but it does. Alright. Oh no. This guy's local too, that's the best part. The guitar cover. This is pretty good. Dawkin' in my dreams. The irony of him wearing a Van Halen shirt while doing this is perfect. Dude's actually pretty good. PDX Guitar Freak. Alright, so I'm just listening to this now, I guess. Solo lesson by George Lynch. Interesting. Watch until the end. I don't know if I have to watch it. I can listen to it. I love the green screen too. It's really it's bringing it all home. Apparently this guy has quite a few covers. Guitar covers, that is. I like that guitar. Oh yes, the green screen, it's going supernova, literally. Whoa, big explosion in space. Man, this is the most exciting edge of your seat guitar cover I've ever seen. Oh nice, flying over a planet. Now he's on Mars. Oh man, this is perfect. This is not playing at all to the stream, but I don't care. I'm highly entertained. Through the rings of Saturn. On the moon. Apparently this guy is like a celestial guitarist. Okay, now there's drops of diamond behind him. Oh, he's getting to the solo. It's getting good. He's actually got some talent. Oh man, he just ducked his head down in. Man, the trying to be a mustache, the afro. This is a white man, mind you. Oh, baby. That's a beast of a man right there. Alright, back on the moon. Now through space. He looks like a stereotypical bassist. Onto the sun with Mercury. Good music, afros on white men, flying through space. What could be better? Oh man, he wakes up with SpongeBob plushies. Man, this is great. Yes. Him in the bed is winning. Oh, great. I've got a 666 on my screen right now. I guess that's rather fitting for what I'm watching. Stardust exploding all over the place here. Oh! That was a sweet dream, bro. Yeah, no kidding. And then he just goes back to sleep. Perfect. So, if any of you want to watch this retro and line it up with my commentary, this is Dawkin' in My Dreams, cover song performed on guitar by PDX Guitar Freak. Man, that was some good stuff. Like the little bit of comedy down at the end there. Oh, jeez. Snapped has another one for us. Just make sure the audio isn't coming through. Okay. 7.5 minutes. How to pose like an 80s rock star. A guitar lesson. Is this from the same fellow? It would appear so. Sweet tattoo. Yes, it is. Boy, that green screen is freaking out about his clothes. Okay, an instructional on The Rock. Alright, that's doing unspeakable things to your guitar. Oh, now you're whipping it around. Yeah, that's definitely more 70s than 80s. As he said. Alright. Yep, that's I can't broadcast that. The Spin Around, a classic. This man is now tutorializing us on how to perform a spin. Alright. Less adventurous. Experimenting with different angles. Yes, that is referred to as moving the guitar. Once again, this is a PDX Guitar Freak. How to pose like an 80s rock star. No, that's how you shoot people with a Tommy gun. That's not how you play music. Yes, that's a classic closing move. Holding the guitar in unorthodox ways. Hands over the top. Is that not the Stevie Ray Vaughan? The flip. Yep, that's pretty well known. Snapped has another one in store for us. Yeah, these are all fairly basic. Alright, so what do we have for the third one from PDX Guitar Freak? Ooh, baby. I'm excited. Scorpions, Rock You Like a Hurricane. Well, sweet. I just get to listen to an awesome song. One of my all-time favorites. Again, the green screen is just over 9,000. We have now a double man. And all sorts of hurricanes happening in the background. Alright, we're off to a hot start here. Early morning, there you go. Oh, I see what's going on here. He has to use It's doubled up because he's using two different tracks laid on top of each other. Are we sure that this is not a live track? Because this does not sound like the studio version vocals. I love the background. Oh, tree whipping. Oh no. Just destruction everywhere. I'm now witnessing the total annihilation of a city, coupled with some epilepsy, to a pretty solid 80s song. Alright, now we're back to meteorology maps. It's a triple man, oh baby. Alright, we're back to it. Man, he's feeling it. Yeah, this is 100% not the studio version of the vocals. Oh no, the gas station is blowing away. Rock you like a hurricane. This guy's pretty good. I also see over on the other offerings that he has, he's got Holy Diver by Dio. Pretty good song. And he has the tutorial for Rock You Like a Hurricane. No One Like You. Another great one. I love Scorpions. Scorpions is so good. Yeah, obviously it's a backing track and the guitars are taken out, but still something doesn't quite seem right. Believe me, I listen to this song a lot. Nope. Hope no one heard that. Ooh, New York City, the sun. That's okay. Things have taken a terrible turn. I can't even describe what's happening right now. We've gone off the green screen. Okay, we're back to the green screen. Thank God. I have no idea what just happened. There was women and panthers and there was a shirtless man and New York City, and I just can't. That broke me a little bit. Alright. Alright, and now we are going to close it off here. Final 15 seconds. What does he have for us? Oh, getting a little fancy there, getting up on the neck. There it is, the triple man. Work of art. I saw some other things. That I don't think I wanted to see. Alright, well, thank you for that, Snapped. Good music is always welcome, especially when a white man with an afro is involved. Guy covers my jams. That's my genre of music, you know, Scorpions, Dio. Well, probably not Dio. Dio had a couple of good songs. Scorpions, Whitesnake, Def. All the good stuff. No, no more. No more. We've had our fun. What song is this? It better be a damn good song. No, instead we have a 45-second something. Make sure the audio's off. Okay, it still is. LGR, how laziness sharpens a pencil. Do I really want to watch this? Okay. Nothing. What am I watching? Alright, I see where this is going. Drill into pencil sharpener. Yeah, that pencil's just withering away. And that's it. Congratulations, you now have the world's smallest, sharpest pencil. Alright. Complete YouTube garbage, but vaguely entertaining, so I'll take it. To my shock and surprise, last week's stream is apparently okay. I'm still keeping it private so no one watches it, but apparently I didn't do anything spectacularly wrong. It was like, yeah, this stuff's owned, but so long as you don't make any money off of it, which I don't, they're like, whatever. So happy about that. Thought I had done a big bad last week, but apparently not. Apparently they don't care. Are those two still... Oh, Snap posted it in Discord. Thank you, Snapped. I don't think they're going to see it, though. Well, they're all getting off of Awesome Knots, so... I don't know, maybe they will. Saw Randall today. Have y'all ever had someone that you just thought you'd never see again? You know, they went away or moved away to do something, and you just went, well, I'm never going to see you again. And then years later, you see him again in public somewhere. I had that. Hey, Fire, says Sora. Hello, Sora, says Fire. Yeah, I had that today. I'm sure everyone has that at some point in their life. Old Magic Buddy from years ago, Randall, turned up working at Walmart. He moved away to California to join the Navy. And after a couple years, I guess they said, well, we can't actually take you in because of some medical problems. So now he's back and working Walmart, and I see him, and that's weird. And it's even weirder that he recognized me because I look very different and much bigger. But always nice. It's always such a weird thing when that happens. You know, you find somebody you thought you'd never see again, but I managed to not make it awkward. Have y'all any stories of the ilk? Participants. Who is here? Me, Snapped, Sora. Okay. What am I talking about? Well, if you showed up on time, you would have known, Sora. Boom. Get burnt, boy. Get toasted. Alright, what do you have for me this time, Snapped? I grow tired of these. No. Not happening. Well, sorry you haven't missed it. You just missed the first 45 minutes. So you have another 15 to 30. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Enough of this. Raking the lawn. Not happening. I seem to have pickled your brain very badly, Sora. So nothing got it. I'm not sure what that means, Shen. So missed nothing. Okay, I see. Nice dig, boy. I don't know why you're all here. I fully admit, and you agree, that absolutely nothing of any worth happens here. But if y'all want to talk some more, that's not the words that I was distracted. If y'all have something that you want me to talk about, then feel free to tell me. Throw it at my face. At long last, it took almost 40 minutes, snapped. And never mind, it went back down. I was gonna say the stream health finally stopped freaking out, but nope. I shut that down, snapped. I don't want to see Mario. I don't want to see Mario Afro. Talk about your ditch digging stories. Well, it's not like they're particularly fascinating. Long ago in a distant land, I, Haku, the shape-shifting master of darkness. Wait, no, that's not how it goes. Long ago, I used to live on the side of a rather large mountain. And to move rainwater off of that hill, it was more of a hill. It was up against a mountain, but we were on the top of a hill. So we didn't have to worry about flooding. And to get all of the water off of the hill, we had to dig the ditches. Also, hello, Mark. So I had to go out into the wild blue yonder with a shovel and just dig. And dig long. And dig hard. And dig all the way down the hill. And I ran into a metal pipe that was an absolute bitch. And I had to essentially cut out of there. We figured that it was actually a drain pipe, so it was kind of rendered pointless because we were digging the ditch. And I had to go in there and buzz it out, essentially. Go into the garage and get a saw. The kill squad is complete. And, you know, this was during the later months. It was about this time of year. And up there, it snowed, and snowed hard. So the ground was totally frozen. And I had to do this before a storm had rolled in. And the problem is the ditch was like 3 feet deep. Oh man, my voice is really going. Hang on a second. Ditch had to be about 3 feet deep. And the ground was basically frozen. And the storm was rolling in. So I just had to go ham. And I had a couple of other people working on it with me. And we did it, somehow. We got it down to about 3/4 of the way down the hill, and we figured that was good enough. So we troughed it back up to the normal height of the ground. And it worked for us. Yes, this was in Arizona, Mark. Back up in the Alpen of the Arizona. How about them Houston, whatever the names are? Okay, now I understand what you're talking about, Mark. Yes, I am the sports guy around here. The Houston Astros winning the World Series of the baseball. This is just a quick tangent. I'm going to get back to ditches in a second. And the only reason that I wanted to bring that up was because the Astros have a lovely little man by the name of Jose Altuve. He's 5'5", and he is just the jolliest little fellow. Actually, I have a picture of him saved that I can put up here. And I really like him because he's so happy. It's under J, is it not? Oh no, J's up here. No, learn the alphabet. There he is. How are rents there? Cheap? San Diegans are happy that the Dodgers didn't win. I'm extremely happy because I'm a D-backs guy. Rents up there, I don't really know. Because I was living in a family building. So, my grandfather literally built it with his hands. So, I don't know what the rent is up there. I mean, this is really rural. This is out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So, probably not too bad. Also, the fact that it has real harsh winters. Yes, Mark, that is the really short guy who runs really fast. Jose Altuve. Back to Rock On Bird. But if you want to check it out on the Google of Maps or real estate or whatever, Alpine, Arizona. It's a tiny little place. You know everyone there. I wonder how those guys are getting along now. I still talk to a couple of them. Yep, Snap, that is the song that's referenced in the description. Not like I'm trying to hide it. Didn't make it backwards or cryptic or anything. I just put the lyrics in there. Yeah, everywhere in Arizona is cheaper than California. That's just because everyone wants to live in California. Even NorCal is expensive. Plus, Arizona is not exactly the first place you think of when you want to live there, unless you want stupidly hot or you're really smart and don't mind stupid cold. There's no in between in Arizona. It's either crazy hot or crazy cold. Yeah, California is bad, but San Diego is especially really bad because it's known as the beach place. And I'm sure LA is probably a little higher, but San Diego's really high up there. I don't want to live in California. They banned my fun. What's your fun, Snapped? Because there's multiple things that they've banned. I mean, I wouldn't mind living in SoCal because, you know, sun and beaches, which is something that I desperately need, but yeah, it's not my first choice. Granted, I'm a West Coast guy. I've never been further east than San Antonio. I would like to go to Charlotte. That's really the only place on the East Coast that I would even consider living in. Or rather, moving to. I mean, I'd live anywhere, but to consciously move to Charlotte, North Carolina, I think is the only East Coast place that I would do. Or Ashland, North Carolina, because I hear it's a really nice place, and Edge lives there. Mostly because Edge lives there. Pale Horse Named Death, Die Alone. Good song. Utterly, dismally depressing, but very good song. Oh, Delvin Bro. Mostly the gun thing, says Snapped. Alright. And he also says, Charlotte isn't that bad. Alright. Ringing round of indifference there. If you're going to move to Charlotte, move to Denver. It's close and just as nice. No Denver. I don't like Denver. Although I wouldn't have a problem there. Grew up in Alpine. It's 8,500 feet up. That's why I'm so impervious to the elements. Number one, because I'm giant. Stream died for a second. That's weird. Number one, because I'm giant, but number two, I have that mountain blood. Thin. Denver, NC, not Colorado. Well, if I'm going to move to North Carolina and not Charlotte, then I would go to Ashland. Let's see, Ashland's pretty freaking far away from Charlotte, is it not? Let's see. Again, filthy West Coaster here. I know nothing about the geography of North Carolina. Ashland, I think it's northeast. Ashland, NC. Zoom out. Oh no, wow, Ashland's right on the border. Winston-Salem, Charlotte. Okay, so it's north by a long way, but it's actually west a little bit. There's good old Norfolk, Virginia, home of Old Dominion University. Have you been to Ashland, Oregon? Yes, I have, Mark. I have been to Ashland, Oregon. A couple times, actually. I like my area. It's okay. I like Norfolk. There are good things about Norfolk. It's not a very large city. It's not one where things are going down, but it seems nice. Got a good college, too. We have 4 watching. Oh, no. Who's the secret 4th? I think the Ukrainians punched out. Sora seems to be just spamming terrible things in Discord. Has the naval base hit? Yes, it does. had relatives live there for years. Where? Which city, Mark? I mean, we've talking about so many cities: Norfolk, Ashland, Charlotte, Denver, Alpin. Annapolis, Michigan. It's alright. I would like to go to a couple of places in the Michigan. Ann Arbor and Dearborn. I'd like to go through that area of the country. Milwaukee. Go through Minnesota, and yes. Bray Road, the Beast of Bray Road out there. Could hunt down some dogmen. Snap's grandparents lived in Norfolk. It's interesting. It strikes me as a city for the youth. Ashland, okay, alright. Got you straight, Mr. Mock. Annapolis, Maryland. Yes. I have no interest in Maryland. There's too many Annapolises. There's too many cities that are named the same thing. Is there actually an Annapolis somewhere in the Northeast? Please tell me I'm not just stupid and crazy. Come on, I won the geography bee like 3 years in a row in school. How am I this stupid? Annapolis, Maryland. Am I? There's Annapolis Street. Annapolis, Michigan. Apparently many people search for this. It would appear that I am a part of some sort of Bernstein Bears thing going on here. Apparently a whole bunch of people think that there is an Annapolis, Michigan. Although I'm probably just being stupid. Maryland is the famous one, alright. Mark, father lives in Washington, D.C. So I guess check out the Annapolis. It's a naval academy, that's why I'm talking about it. Aye. Also never heard it called Norfolk. Always heard and called it Norfolk. Yeah, apparently that's a regional thing. Of course I have Das West Coast accent. I've always heard it pronounced as Norfolk over here. Granted, Snapped, you're also in the area where a southern accent is not prevalent, but it's present. Norfolk. This country's big. It's big enough to have regional differences. Hey, we're over an hour now. Gone Birdman has seen us through a long and arduous journey on this night. Yeah, I love me some Old Dominion University. The University of Old Dominion. Public co-ed research university in Norfolk, Virginia. There's an 82% acceptance rate. Well, how's about that? I have a tiny 18,000 seat stadium. Durham. Yeah, I've always said Durham, NC. Durham. There it is. Old Dominion University Monarchs. Pretty campus. Stadium sure looks a lot bigger than it actually is. Anyway, let's get off looking at the pretty pictures of Old Dominion. Back to chat where nothing is happening. Never been particularly possessed to go out to the East Coast. There are a couple of cities that I want to go to a little bit. Yeah, I consider the Minnesota and Wisconsin and Michigan, that area, I consider that to be the Midwest. So, East Coast, I'm talking like Maine is kind of I would like to go to Hartford, Connecticut. But beyond that, I don't really have a whole lot of places out there that I want to go. Nashville, Memphis, Charlotte, more toward the south. I'm curious, pronounce this name. Sheeran. I'm gonna go me to Durham. Are you making fun of me, Mark? No interest in Florida. Florida's an absolute mess. I'd like to go to Georgia. Always pronounced it as Shern. I read Sheeran. Wouldn't you like to go to Delaware? Yeah, no, thanks. Delaware, Rhode Island. There's just nothing there. Wayne's World reference. I have never seen Wayne's World. So, whoosh, as them Reddit kids like to say. I'm hip with the youth. Yo, dog. Oh, we have some dropped frames. Don't like that. Probably just because I've been going a long time now. My vigor, my voice has dropped a little bit. I'm going to try to bring that back. But it's mostly because my voice started to go a little bit. Starting to scream under the agony. Not making fun, just popped my head. Alright, whatever. Alright, I think it's gonna start getting toward the end here. Could probably go until 8. That's another 15 minutes or so. Oh, man. What to talk about with those 15 or so minutes? No, I like the talk that we're on now. We have 5 watching now. Hello, unknown creeper. Keep on creeping. I'm not much of a wandering soul, really. There's plenty of places that I want to go. Just not in the country, I suppose. Let's see, I can bring up that tourism psycho flight thing. There we go. I was gonna fly around on a mission in Flight Simulator to all the places that I want to go. So, Kodiak, Alaska, Honolulu, Tahiti, Pago Pago, American Samoa, Tokyo, Lusaka in Zambia, Cairo, Oslo. I'd probably just stop in Oslo, live there. Jeg snakker litt norsk. Dublin, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Toronto. I do want to go to Toronto. Nashville, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, St. Croix, Cabo San Lucas, San Diego, California, Phoenix, Arizona. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. 7 places in the US and then a half for an American territory. American Samoa. I guess St. Croix also qualifies. I love the mountains of North Carolina. I'm sure you do, Snap. That's where you live, and ostensibly where you have lived for much of your life, if not all. Much the same way that I love the mountains of Arizona, because I spent a lot of my life there. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Oh, fix it. Okay, alright. Okay. Stream should be good. I don't think that'll kill it. I don't live in the mountains. I live in Piedmont. Again, probably butchering the pronunciation of that. Probably Piedmont. I would wager to bet that you like to go out into the mountains frequently, Snapped. Is that not correct? Because you enjoy it out there? Piedmont. I'm sticking with my initial pronunciation. You know, it's probably Piedmont. I'm gonna say Piedmont because I'm a heathen. Go up there a few times a year. Aye. Window Rock, Arizona. Why did that just show up? It's pronounced Piedmont. Does that help? No, exactly it does not. 4-hour drive, which I travel roughly 3/4 worth of the state. That's not insignificant. Man, NC's, depending on which way you're going, it's pretty short to get through. It took me 5 hours, well, about 4.5 if you actually knew what you were doing, to go from Alpine, which is on the New Mexico border, to Phoenix, which is about center of the state. Although I guess it depends on which way you go, because it took me 3 hours to get to Flagstaff. I don't know how long it is from Flag to Kingman, though. Never been to Kingman. Don't want to. Scary. Drugs. Angry. I'm sure it's a lovely place. Alright, fellas, we've got 10 minutes on the clock till we put the kibosh on this one, and I'm gonna go eat a donut. Because I want to. Can't read that. That's heavily redacted. Does Oslo really only have one college? University of Oslo. There we are. They do have an exchange. UIO. Oldest university in Norway. How about that? To give you an idea, this is the closest city. Don't say it. I will respect your privacy. North Carolina. Oh, wow. Okay. So you're way up there. Alright. Very interesting. That place seems to put out a couple of solid musicians. Interesting. I don't know what caused me to or what I said to cause you to say that, but yes, I am white trash. No, I'm not white trash. I am about as white as you can get, though. Universitet i Oslo. Study programs in English. Courses offered in English. Research. No, I want exchange. I want a Norwegian to come over here so they can suffer. Then I can go over there and be happy because I'm in Norway. Best part is I am not majority Scandinavian in blood. I'm majority Irish. About UIO. Oh, eat a donut. Yeah. That's not really white trash, though. That's neckbeard. Organization, getting around, art and culture. No, I want... Give us one of your people. Exchange partners. Admission for exchange students. Has agreements with over 500 recognized universities around the world. Such as... I want a list, an organized bullet point list of all of the colleges that have a program with you. Dumbasses. Courses offered in English. Good. Over 800 courses. How big is this college? Discovered a very interesting thing here in town. Apparently, the University of... I don't forget exactly what it was. It's a university in Tokyo, a fairly big one and pretty well respected. Apparently, it has a satellite campus here in town. In Salem, Oregon. And I only discovered it like a couple days ago. And it's hilariously stereotypical. There's bamboo out on the front and all this nonsense. But it's just fascinating to see. Well, now I know where all the young Asian people come from around here. In Boy Scouts. Interesting, snapped. Got a little bit of sway over there. Yeah, I'm actually going to look that up because it's bugging me which college it is. But it's got a little attachment to the university here in town. And I now understand why there are so many young Asian people in that, like, square mile of town. Not even square mile, like that 3 blocks. There we go. Willamette. I make no bones about the city that I live in, by the way. I live in Salem. Well, actually, I live in Kaiser. Which is a suburb. There it is. No, that's an elementary school. It's across the bridge. Heritage Center. Kaneko Commons, that sounds about right. For the education. Tokyo International University of America, there it is. See, I can just drive down and see the Tokyo International University of America. on Kaneko Commons. It's on Mill and 14th. Right next to the soccer field and the place that I had lunch today, the Ram. Some good stuff if you're ever up in here. No, not really. I can tell you about some of that family's drama if you want to hear it sometime. Perhaps sometime, Snapped. I'm always down for story time. Talked about Japan today on my business channel. Why, Mark? What context? 3 minutes, gents. We got 3 minutes on the clock. Speaking of, while I was down at lunch today, down at the Ram, I saw the tallest Asian woman I had ever seen. She must have been 6 foot plus. With this American dude who was like 5'6". It's absolutely fascinating because Japanese people are generally not known to be too large. The women especially. About my business experiences there for our blog. I did not know that you had business experiences in Japan. It's very interesting. Alright, I'll actually extend it to like 5 minutes, because that'll make it an even hour and a half. In Hokkaido, they're all tall. Are they really that tall, though? Like, the tallest Japanese person that I can think of off the top of my head is Yu Darvish. And he's 6'6". I'm 6'6". But, I mean, the second... After him, the second tallest Japanese person I could think of is Kenta Maeda. He's like 6'2". It was mainly a party, okay. It's a long-ass way to fly for a party. It is Japanese culture to just party on the first meeting. I did not know that. My culture studies are generally focused in other places, so I don't know a whole lot about the culture of the Far East. Although I know some Korean cooking. On Hokkaido, they're 6 foot on average. Jeez. That's ridiculous. I must be thinking about a different prefecture then. Those are some tall Asians. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Snapped. Putting the Dutch to shame. They're about long-term relationships. Right, so you meet someone, you party with them, apparently now they're your friend for life. Great. Alright, fellers, 2 minutes. Get in what you need to get in now. Been a pretty fun stream. Talked about not much really, just shooting the breeze. Those are my favorite kinds of streams. Just talking with you guys. With a stupid picture in the background, as is tradition. I don't know why I have the stupid picture that's always in the background. Guess the bigger question is, why don't I? It's awesome. When I was in Hokkaido, there were a lot of Asians as tall as me all over the place. That's not a sentence that makes sense in English. Let me make that sentence make sense. When I was in Hokkaido, there were Japanese people as tall as me all over the place. I am 6'1". Okay. It was odd indeed. It sounds odd. In Tokyo, I was bumping my head in doorways. Yeah, that sounds about right. 30 seconds. Make it count. I've never been out of country. I've never even seen any other countries, which is amazing because I've lived in Arizona. Well, I've seen Mexico flying into San Diego a couple times. Never actually went down to Imperial Beach. That's a wreck. So with that, we'll be closing this one down. Thanks so much, you two, for staying strong, going all the way here. It's been a lot of fun. And hopefully I'll see you guys next Saturday. So until then, have a good one. Take care. And thanks for showing up. Bye, guys.